Gary, a fantastic result. Tell us about the story of the game.
Yeah, I thought we were excellent tonight. I think we knew after the last couple of weeks it's been tough for us. I'm not going to hide away from that. The schedule, the Villa game, because of the enormity of it, and because we needed to stay true to the tradition of the game and play as strong a team as we could. We knew that the Rotherham game would get a little bit of an effect, and unfortunately we couldn't do a lot to stop that. We knew after a minute of the game I could have walked out of the ground then and probably knew what was going to happen. So that was frustrating. Come under a little bit of stick, one or two people, and that's normal. I understand that because we've set the benchmark very, very high. And I just wanted the team to get back to what we're about today. I wanted us to get our kind of identity back, because I think it was though the better we've done this season, the more we've kind of erred away from it occasionally. And I thought we did. We knew that Brentford were going to try and dominate possession. We're not worried about it if teams do that against us, because I think if we're disciplined enough and we keep our shape well enough and we make it very difficult to play against, I don't think they created that many clear-cut chances. I can't really remember one, if I'm being really honest. I know they hit the bar with a long-range effort. And I think as the game went on, we got into better areas. First half, I was a little bit disappointed with the way we use the ball on transition whenever we want it. If you're going to be a good side on the counter away from home, and you've got to pass the ball well and want the ball when you win the ball. And I didn't think we did that well enough with our midfield three, so I told them at half-time we needed to improve. Felt the change made a little bit of difference. I'd like to say I intentionally waited for that, but I didn't. I think by putting Mags out there, what Mags did, he actually had a brilliant impact on the game. Dimmy came inside. I think we just started to then gain control, and from there on in, I think the game was really ours. We moved the ball really well. We counter-attacked them whenever we wanted to. We created lots of good opportunities. I thought we saw the game out fairly comfortably.
Mm-hmm. You made a couple of changes, Paul Robinson coming back in, and also David Davis, who did a fantastic job for you until you, as you said, you made that substitution.
Yeah, I think the reasoning behind that is Specs has played all the games virtually, bar one. I think one cup game. He's been away with America, a lot of travelling. I nearly left him out after he came back from international duties. He looked a little bit leggy. He's been good. He's been as good as any of our defenders, and I rested him tonight. I think I also got a little bit of balance from Robbo being a left footer on that side, which is something we've potentially looked at. And it's going to be a really big decision for me, because it's like anything, whenever you rotate a little bit and someone comes in and does well, and someone who doesn't necessarily deserve to be left out the side, and you win and play really well, then it makes for a problem. But I like those type of problems. And I thought, overall, we had a really good effect with those changes. Like I said, with good additions off the bench that give you that little bit of impetus when you need it, and that's what it's about. It's about a team. I asked them to do that tonight, and I thought we did in spades.
And a fine opening goal, Michael Morrison, a downward header from a corner, something that I think you're looking for more from your captain.
Yeah, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but has he actually scored for us yet? Is that his first goal? Yeah, well, I've waited 11 months. I mean, it's not bad, is it? One out of like about 1,000 corners. But no, listen, I think he should do that more. I think our defenders should do that more. I think when Morrow first came into building, he won a lot of headers off corners. Sometimes it's having that little bit of belief to go in there thinking you're going to score, and I think he did that tonight. Whenever he went in the box, he looked like he fancied a goal. Got up great, headed it down, fantastic timing, and then from then in it was all us really. And I thought we attacked with a little bit more pace. Dimmy got in some brilliant positions. Again, just a final little touch or final little pass or whatever it was stopped us from converting those chances. But I thought we were for about 10-15 minutes we were in really, really good control and saw the game out well.
And Clayton Donaldson does what Clayton Donaldson does. Prodigious for you again tonight, and got his reward with the goal in stoppage time to seal it.
Yeah, again, it's difficult for Clates, because the better you do as a team, the more other teams will look at what you do and try to stop it. And we know teams are starting to get a little bit more physical with Clates. From goal kicks, they'll sit someone in front of them. We know all of those things. I felt today we changed it a little bit. We pushed Groundsy up onto the left to try and give us another outlet to kick it if we couldn't throw the ball out, and I thought that worked quite well. But when Clates at his best is the last 10-15 minutes of a game, when a team's chasing it. That's why the first goal is so important. When a team's chasing it, when there's space, I don't think there's a better player in the Championship at doing what he does. And I think, Dimmy did the same. We took a bit of a gamble tonight, really, towards the end by leaving Dimmy and Clates almost up as a front two. Played them a little bit flatter defensively, but it gave us that pace at the top of the pitch, but made it difficult for Brentford to get too high and have too much of the ball. So you know, lots of things I was really pleased with tonight. For the away fans as well, our fans were brilliant. You know, the following seems that they really enjoyed the away games, whether that's after being battered for 2 years at home, possibly. But you know, they were brilliant, and I thought they made a big difference. I was attacking that end. I don't think you could undervalue what that was, what that brought to us.
And after the last couple of league results, and away we're in a clean sheet, and the table looks good this evening. Well,
it does, and that's how stupid it is, isn't it? And that's why, you know, for me as a manager, I have to keep a sense of perspective and a sense of balance about everything. You know, I've read quite a few things over the last couple of weeks that, oh, you know, we're in poor form and this, that and the other. We were sat in 9th position. You know, we came in, we were second from bottom, and everyone was telling me they were doomed for relegation. So, and like I said, I'm aware of the fact that we've raised expectation with the performances and the points that we've took. But we have to be realistic, and I think the fact was always the same. Tonight was our game in hand. Tonight, if we won, we could go possibly 5th. I don't know if we have, but I think 4th. Absolutely magnificent, and you know, I'm really pleased with that.